Another of those budget fears / rumours is that there might be changes to the gifting rules for inheritance tax. How much you can give away, how you can give it, who you can give it to, who pays, all of that. So following sometimes rather fraught conversations with some clients in the last week or so, I thought it might be helpful to look at those rules as they are now and at what might, or most likely, might not happen. I say might not because a poll this week apparently said that 83% of us, or them, or whoever, would make inheritance tax the first tax they'd like to abolish. That's a lot, bearing in mind that most of that 83%, according to the stats, won't actually ever have to pay inheritance tax, or rather those they leave behind won't have to. And knowing how unpopular the current government as a whole and the PM and Chancellor personally currently are, and how much they seem to listen to those polls, if their reaction to everything Farage does is anything to go by, well, you'd hope they'd leave it alone this time around. So let's look at the here and now first. If, as someone said to me this week, you're thinking of giving it all away now so she can't get her sticky fingers on it. Why would you? Well, because there aren't many other ways around inheritance tax now. And although, again, it's not statistically a lot of people, many more are likely to have to pay when unspent pensions are brought into the net in 2027. So how much can you gift to children, grandchildren, or whoever you want to give your money to? And the answer is as much as you'd like. There is no tax on gifts for those giving or those receiving, but if you die within 7 years, whatever you've given is counted as still being part of your estate, and so could be taxed. But isn't there a sliding scale of relief so that less tax is payable after 3 years, 5 years, and so on, if you don't make it to 7 years? So in theory, if you die after 5 years, the amount of tax payable on your gift is reduced by a whopping 60%. But here's the thing, the very clever thing in the rules. When they're totting up what you're worth for inheritance tax when you've gone, the first thing counted are any gifts made within 7 years. So let's say you give away £300,000. Your nil rate band, that's the amount you can give away without inheritance tax on death, is £325,000 and has been and probably will be frozen at that level for the foreseeable, I'd say. Your 300,000 is within that allowance, so no tax is payable on it. So no relief to be given. It just pushes everything else on the top of the IHT inheritance taxable bracket. If you're able to give away, say, well, £500,000, £500,000, £175,000 of that would actually get tax relief, the bit over the £325,000. The rest would be in the net. So the trick is to hang on for 7 years, whatever. If you're a married couple and you give some money away, and one of you doesn't make it to the end of 7 years, then it's assumed that you've given half away each. So half is counted against the allowance of the one who's gone early. If it's £300,000 in our example, and everything goes to the husband or wife who's left, then they will only get £25,000 to add on to their £325,000 allowance when they die, because husbands and wives can inherit one another's remaining allowance. Now, sadly, making the gift just in, for instance, the younger of the couple's names and documenting it accordingly can and does go wrong because, well, you really do never know, sadly, who's going to go when. Remember also that giving stuff away and not really giving it away makes it what's called a gift with reservation of benefit. Prime example, putting your house in the children's name and carrying on living there. Or in an example from legal case law many years ago, giving your son a valuable painting but leaving it hanging on the stairs in your stately home so that you can still enjoy seeing it every day. That's kind of it in a nutshell. There are more complicated rules if you put money in trust, but the same principles apply to it all. What then might she change? Well, anything. But in many countries, there's a limit on the amount you can actually receive in gifts, and it's the one getting the money who might be taxed. That would be a big and pretty fundamental change to the rules. She could change, I suppose, more easily the length of time that you have to live when you give money away to, say, 10 years. I'm not sure if that could be retrospective or not. Hard to police either way, I'd say. What are the alternatives to giving money away? Well, not that many. There are some more complicated trusts, which, as the name suggests, bring their own complications. Certain types of investment, or good old-fashioned life assurance if you're still young and fit enough. More on some of those another day, or on request.